Hi everyone, this is Professor Illuminate, and these are your tutorials to help you learn how to get around in the islands of enlightenment. So first of all, make sure that you have done this step. It is you have to agree to the rules of virtual environments, and things like no pushing and keeping your language clean, that sort of thing should be there. So make sure you click on this link and do that. That's number one. But let's dig right into our first in-world experience. So you've got your credentials, you've got your first username, password, and you're logged in. The first thing I want to show you is how to move around in the world. It's relatively simple, but here are a few tips because as in most computer programs, there's multiple ways of doing the same thing. So here I am. Here's my avatar, Professor Illuminate, and he's a very friendly avatar, and he's here to help. If you should see him, feel free to chat with him. But first of all, if you want to learn how to move, the best way is probably to use your computer keyboard. So if you have a full computer keyboard at your disposal, in the bottom right-hand corner of almost every keyboard are arrow keys. And if you use those arrow keys, like I'm going to do, there's my friend Spiff over there, um, you can walk forward, you can turn to the right, you can turn to the mixing up my right and left. You can turn to the left and now to the right, and then you can just move forward, and you can also go backwards. So forward, backward, right, turn left. Easy enough, right? The other thing you can do for your movement controls is go up here to your uh, uh, tools ribbon at the very top of your screen, and if you go to where it says view, click on the word view, and go about halfway down, you'll see something that says movement controls. And if you click on this, I know it's hard to see, but there will appear a little box that looks like this. I'll bring it over here so you can see it easier. You can actually move this box around if you want. Sometimes I like to put it at the top of my screen or at the bottom, but some people like to move around with a mouse. And if you like to do that, you can just use your mouse and you can click again, forward, backwards. You can go left, you can go right, or you can turn left or right. Okay, so pretty quickly and easily. And you do in this little viewer, you do have a little jump button. So if you need to jump up, you just hit that, and if you need to jump down, you can jump down. So jump up and down using the movement controls. And if you don't like these, you can simply hit the X there and get rid of them. Again, you can always come back and get them just by going to the view key. Now there is one special other option that some islands have enabled, some don't, and that's the flying option. And there's a couple ways to do flying. First of all, you could just hit your page up button on your keyboard. So if you look for the page up, and if you click on that, and this island doesn't have flight enabled, so I'm going to have to bounce over to another island quickly. This will be another skill you can learn later. Yeah, let me just jump over to another island that you can fly on. This will be maybe good practice for you to learn about flying. I'm just going to jump over to this island here, and I'm going to teleport. Okay, so now let's get back to what we were talking about with flying. And to fly, basically, you can hit this fly button down at the bottom of your screen. Okay, and that's going to put your avatar in flight mode. And you can use your arrow keys back and forth, side to side, you name it, you can fly all over. And if you hit the page up button, it'll raise you up. Hit the page down button, it'll bring you down. So page up, page down, or flight, or click this flight button here. Again, not all islands have flight enabled, so you might need to check on that. But as far as any other option, moving around is pretty easy. If you double tap the forward button, you should be able to run. So that's another option if you want to do that. And stairs are also another option I'll show you quickly, and they'll stop here. If I want to climb these stairs, usually stairs you can just, again, sometimes it takes a little navigating, but going up and down stairs, you should just be able to walk right up them without much of a problem. And let me see if I can find a doorway. Doorways, usually you can either click on the doorway or just simply walk through them. It depends on which door you're talking about, of course. Here I am in a place with no doors. Oops. Places with doors. Let me see if I can find a doorway quickly. What I mean. and a place with no doors. So I'm going to stop here, and we can talk about doors another time, but clicking on doors should open them or just plain walking through them. Thanks, everybody.